Hey guys, how's it going? Let's talk about autism, and I believe if you can, you need to find the problem to something, identify the problem before you can come up with a solution. And today in the world, everybody's trying to come up with solutions of things they have no idea what they're talking about or what the problem is, which means their solutions just mean pretty much nothing. I mean, they might eventually guess right, but not necessarily. Most of the time, you're not gonna. Anyways, so autism. From the, uh, I believe that a baby is born completely pure, and from that point of birth, society starts to corrupt them, and it unfortunately starts with, well, it starts with visual experiences they see around them, but their very first words are usually from somebody being selfish, which is corruption on them. When you think of yourself rather than others, you're being selfish, right? So when a mom or a dad, or I'm not picking on either one or anything, but let's just say mom. When a mom, since mom gives birth, um, when a mom repeats to a child to say "mommy" over and over and over again, that's a selfish thought because she's thinking of just herself. If she was to say, try to teach a child to say "daddy" instead, it's a selfless thought and it's about somebody else, not yourself. This is, I think, just the beginning. Besides the massive visual experiences a child will get through life, and if you really look around, you'll see lies and everything, and every little bit is corruption on that child. Um, Basically, autism, I believe, is that a child will see this from the beginning and they will start to block out their mind from it and they'll start to withdraw from society. Um, and I think really the only way to get through to them is to create positivity in their lives through honesty. Unfortunately, society is not honest whatsoever. I mean, it's like 95% lies, if not more. Um, you may not see this. It to me, it's really obvious. But if a child's withdrawing because of society's negative influence on them, well, the best solution that would make sense would be to get society out of their lives. Don't put them in front of a TV because TV is mostly lies. There's a lot of lies in TV. Uh, don't don't just if you're not if you're not if you haven't practiced a lot in positive speaking or talking, it's probably a good idea not to try to talk to your child a lot either, because even when you say "I love you," it's it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's focusing something back on yourself. If a mom said, "Daddy loves you," that's better than saying, "I love you." Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm just blowing that little part out of whack there. But a better solution would be to say, "We love you," um, because it's not creating that kind of selfishness in your mind. You know, if you say, "I love you," I think to a child, they may look at it from uh, the standpoint that you're saying that you love them, but nobody else does, and this could cause a child to withdraw even more. So, if you can get society, get TV out of there. Well, well, anything that has to do with other people, with people, society, visual in society. I mean, it's there's so much deceiving stuff out there. Signs are so deceiving. If you really look at signs, you'll see that there's contradictions in them, which are lies. And to a child, they some children will see that right away. I think actually most will, and some just accept it and accept that they're coming up into the society that's full of BS. But I don't think they all accept that, and some will withdraw and they just won't talk. Well, if you want a solution to this, try this. And this is kind of what the top was about. I'm starting to write things down because I forget things very quickly. And by doing this, it helps me to keep track of where I'm at. So that's what I was just talking about. So I don't actually have any kids myself. So a lot of people are going to go, well, you don't have a kid. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it's the fact that you have a kid that you don't know what you're talking about. And I'll let you think about that for a second. If you're a mom and you have a child, you're obviously going to want best for that child. The child wants best for you. But it's kind of like when you're fighting. If somebody's in a fight, if two people are fighting, they may be fighting over something ridiculous. I think this works in the same way, but as seeing things from an outside perspective. Oh, that's my next page. Is that if you have two people fighting over, and most people fights are over trivial stuff. It's just stupid things, and people just keep escalating and escalating, until somebody hits the nuclear button. And it's always over stupid stuff. But if you take two people that are fighting and you take a third person, they can look at both those people and see, if they're not on one side or the other, they can look at both those people and see both of their sides and come to a logical conclusion that what they're fighting over is pretty freaking dumb, right? So it's not being one of them, but seeing that from an outside perspective, that they can come to a solution easier, and to help both those people realize that they're just being kind of dumb. And if you can stop that, then they're gonna realize within a very short amount of time that, yeah, that was pretty dumb. But then pride comes in, and oh, I can't apologize or anything like that. Okay, you know what? Be a fool. Anyways, back to autism. That's right. So I shouldn't have wandered off like that, but so I think a solution. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop right there, and my next video will be on a solution to autism. What I believe to be a solution.